子好吃，你说看。哦哟，哎呦！
What's up and welcome guys, I'm Luke Martin with chopsticktravel.com and today I am very excited to announce that we are in China. So we will be here for the next month and a half and we are going to be producing a lot of videos for you guys. We are super excited, it's our first time here and we are starting things off strong with a rural Chinese countryside food tour. So we are in a really cool area outside of Ningbo City. We're about 1 hour drive into the mountains and we have come to an amazing looking rural community here in the mountains. So we're surrounded by bamboo forest and we are going to be following a farmer around today and picking some bamboo shoots hopefully and then cooking up some dishes and trying them out. We are really excited, so let's go.
아, 그거 그냥 켜쳐.
Okay, so we are watching the farmer digging these bamboo shoots. He's using this kind of big hoe and then he's going to let me attempt it myself. So you can see right here, this is actually the bamboo shoot, which is baby bamboo. And he told me just to dig the dirt around it and eventually you can kind of pry it out of the ground. So let's try it. So he just mentioned that the baby bamboo shoots are at least about 2 months old, while the fully grown ones like this one here are a year or older. So let's try this.
Okay then.
Good.
Okay then.
There we go, bamboo shoot, looks good. So you can see this is the one that I just dug up, and then there's his. I cut mine a little too short, I think. He's got some of kind of the root system on the bottom of this one, but this is really cool to see how these farmers are working out here, and I'm excited to taste these in a little bit. We are on a very steep cliff side, so it's pretty difficult going down. We've almost slipped a couple times, definitely getting our shoes dirty, but that's okay. It's worth it because these bamboo shoots are gonna be delicious. Sabrina's really enjoying her climb down.
I really suck at climbing.
She's improvised with a walking stick, which is a pretty good idea because it is difficult going.
We were told that there is a house in this village where all of the ashes from the people who lived here go when they die. And they're put in special containers so that you can come in there and trace your family tree, see where your ancestors came from. That's really incredible, and this village has so much history. Actually, behind me there's a house, and this is over 600 years old. It's super old, and at that age you'd think that nobody would live there anymore, but actually there's somebody still living here right now, so that's pretty incredible.
So we're cutting through all these different kind of farmers' fields and we're on this really narrow path. Who knows how old this is, but everything here is just so beautiful. We are getting really hungry though, so let's go cook up some food and eat. Okay, the time has come to sit down and try out some of these delicious looking dishes, all fresh from the farm we just visited, and we just watched the women cook them up, and it just smells incredible. We have a Chinese countryside feast in front of us, so let me introduce all the dishes to you. First dish here is a boiled chicken served cold, I believe. Over here we've got some pork Chinese sausage, which looks incredible. It's got a very interesting kind of white color to it, opposed to in Taiwan it's usually red. Over here we've got some fried beef slices, a nice, looks like a deep fried fish covered in maybe black bean sauce and some mustard greens. Over here we've got a braised fatty pork belly. Just check that out. There's some huge chunks of fat and meat on there. This is a mountain vegetable. Looks like some small pieces of tofu in there as well. This is what I've been waiting all day to eat, and that is the bamboo shoots. So we watched the woman prepare these, and she kind of first started with the baby bamboo shoot, just kind of cleaning it, peeling it, and then washing it. After she was done that, they fried it in some oil, added some salt and soy sauce, and that was just about it. It's pretty simple, but then they let that kind of simmer away for a few minutes, and that smells and looks incredible. And then right in the middle here, we've got an interesting dish. I thought this was a tea egg at first, but in fact it's not. It is a roasted egg, roasted with mushrooms. So that looks really interesting. All of the food here looks really good, so let's dig in. Okay, let's start with the pride and joy of this food adventure we've had today, and that is the bamboo shoots. So I love these things. Let's try this out. Oh yeah, those are extremely crisp still, so they haven't been overcooked whatsoever. Nice and crunchy, but not too much of a strong flavor going on there. It's mostly just coming from that soy sauce. They're definitely fresh because we just picked them ourselves. That is awesome. That is a really perfect kind of hearty vegetable to have. Okay, next I'm gonna try this Chinese sausage, pork sausage, and you can see there's some big chunks of fat and cartilage in there, but that's all right. That looks really good. Whoa. Oh, that's awesome. So that's not nearly as sweet as I suspected it would be, because Taiwanese sausages are always very sweet, but it's actually a little bit salty, and it kind of reminds me of some of the meats we had when we were in Europe. It's really good. It's like a very dried sausage, so it's got a little bit of a chewiness to it, but it's got a nice salty kind of natural flavor. Next up, I'll try this fried beef. That looks really awesome. Looks like it was fried in some sauce. Try that. Okay, that beef is really, really good. It's almost got like a little bit of a nuttiness to it. I can taste all kinds of those Chinese spices in there, that star anise, but it's a little bit dry, but it's still tender. Not as juicy as I'd hoped, but still really good. Let's try these chopped mountain vegetables with some small pieces of tofu in there as well. That looks awesome. Whoa. Well, that has a really interesting flavor, actually. It's almost a little bit kind of lemony and floral, I guess you could say. There is small pieces of firm tofu in there, braised tofu, but that's a really unique tasting vegetable. It almost tastes like the smell of some flowers. It's really fruity almost. Next up, let's try a piece of this super, super fatty looking pork belly. Just check that out. There is massive chunks of fat in there. I'm gonna go for a piece with a little bit of fat and a little bit of lean meat as well. Let's see. Oh, how about this one here? That looks really good, and that must have been braising for hours. Dripping in oil. Check that out. Okay, let's try it. Oh, yeah. Okay, that fat like totally liquefies in your mouth as soon as you bite down into that. It's not chewy whatsoever. It's got almost like a creamy gelatinous to it, and the meat on the bottom, the lean meat, is nice and tender, and it's all been braised in sort of like a soy sauce saltiness, again with some of the star anise and some of those Chinese spices. It's really good. I'm gonna try one of these roasted eggs. So crack the shell on that and open it up. And this has been roasted apparently with some mushrooms, which is really interesting. You can see there is some mushrooms down the bottom there, they're there. And let's take a big bite of that. Nice and toasty warm. Good looking egg. Oh, that's really nice actually. That yolk is super creamy. That egg has a smokiness to it from that roasting. And you can't really taste any mushrooms going on in there, but it is certainly a good egg. So we finished off with our farmer feast. That was absolutely incredible. All the dishes we had were awesome. And we've actually just come down to a different part of the village to try a local specialty dessert, which is the pounded rice cake mochi. And they're preparing it in a very interesting way here. So let me show you how it's done. So the first step in the process of making this special mochi is to sort out the special ingredient, which is called wormwood. So it's a local herb from this region, and these women are sorting it out here. Even the youngest are helping to sort this out, and they kind of snip the bottom off and keep just the top leafy part, and then we go to see the second process. So let's go over there. So the next ingredient is the rice. So this is pounded rice, that's uncooked rice that's been grinded into a fine powder. And you can see here, it's kind of clumpy, but it is like a powder, and this is mixed with just a little bit of water, and then they'll add some sugar as well, and then that's all going to be steamed atop a wood fire, that which we'll show you right now. So the third and final step is to cook the pounded rice, and that's steaming on top of this wood fire. So they've got the wood here, burning a really, really hot fire underneath there, and then they've got that wooden barrel on top that's filled with the rice powder or sugar mixture, and then a bowl of water underneath that, so it's steaming it, and that is just steaming away like crazy and looks incredible. This is such a cool process to see. So she just finished adding the wormwood, the special herb that I showed you earlier, into the steaming rice here. Okay, so as you just saw, the men were just pounding the mochi here. They've got this massive kind of hammer. It's got a wooden handle, a wooden top, but then a stone end and apparently I'm gonna try it by myself. I don't know how this is gonna go. Okay. It's really heavy. That hammer's gonna be 40 to 50 pounds with that stone end. So I guess we're almost finished. He's gonna pound it a couple more times and then they're going to have the final product and we can try it out. Whew. The old woman that is applying the water between the poundings is really brave. That's gonna take a lot of practice to not get hit. I think they're finished now and they're going to lay it on this board here. So we have the final piece of mochi, and I was a little bit wrong about the procedure. They actually added the sugar in last and kind of ground it all together with the rice cake and the wormwood, and this just has an amazing green color. And when she was doing the kind of final preparation of slicing it, she added some pine flour, which is this yellow flour on the top. So let's go sit with the locals and try this out. So we have the final product here and we're gonna try it out. It feels nice and warm and gooey still, so let's try it. Oh, really good. Oh, it's really unique, the herb flavor. It's almost like woody or kind of earthy, and it's nice and chewy, still warm, and a little bit sweet. That's really good. Okay, what an experience today was, seeing that farmer pick the bamboo shoots and then eating that massive feast, and then coming here to see how this traditional mochi dessert is made. It's absolutely incredible. Can only be had in the rural countryside of China. We had such an amazing time today, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We will be in China for the next month and a half. We will be visiting places like this and then also some of the mega cities in China. We're gonna be all over. We're super pumped to be here, so I hope you'll subscribe for all those videos. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you're notified when we do post a video. Hit the like button for this video and leave me any questions in the comment box, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.